Yeah, even Pesu had to take a moment.
林没醒了。
大家好, hi guys, it's Janae and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm reacting to episode 25 of Justice in the Dark. We are really closing in on the finale. I am very scared but very excited. I hope you guys will enjoy it. Before we do get into it, I just want to say a quick thank you to all amazing patrons and channel members. If you're interested in doing either of those for uncut and exclusive reactions, the links will be in the description below, along with my social media and my PO box. If you want to subscribe, that's always greatly appreciated. But now, without further ado, let's get into today's video.
刚才老张那边说，奏风案的凶手在安定医院被隔壁病房的一个患者杀死了。
这有什么
Interesting that they're
主要是他的死法和他杀邹凤丈夫于斌的方式一模一样。
they're framing him like he is the janitor, which is very interesting.
云恒啊，
That looks
你
like
相信
janitor.
天理昭昭。
Hold on. 2 degree. Interesting, so no identifier of who led the project. Okay. Now granted, my Mandarin is terrible, but that kind of looks a little bit like it might be the same handwriting.
气坏了，我说你不回来啊，那就当咱老娘没生过你这个忘本的混账。
I mean, he is giving a lot of information that I wouldn't imagine the actual guy would give. So I'm hoping that this is genuinely his brother and that he didn't like take over his brother's life.
哎呦，这得有年头了吧？
There's another person here?
谢谢。
That surprised me.
傻老娘们儿什么都不懂就别插嘴，干活去吧。
This isn't an abuse angle, is it? Because suddenly he seems very defensive.
这可是 SID 侦办的大案，能不能先把你家里那点恩怨情仇放放？
I couldn't decide if he was in Reset or if he was in SID. Sorry, not SID. SCI Mystery. It's possible he was in something completely different, but the face is definitely familiar.
他走了这么多年了，还给家里惹麻烦呢，别再来了。
I mean, fair, but it just does feel slightly
走吧。
suspicious.
这人
I'm scared for the wife.
但林明一直跟他老婆生活在一起，除非林涛移植了他的记忆，否则不可能天衣无缝的瞒过枕边人，而且一瞒就是30多年。
Unless she is an unwilling participant
上车再说。
and pretending that he's fine. Damn. That's a wide street that they were able to do a U-turn like that.
喂，
老罗，查出来了，当年坐镇的老魏家不是林涛，是林明。
Oh, that makes it make so much more sense. Okay, because I was like, something here isn't adding up, but of course. Huh.
定位一辆红色摩托车，发给小五。
好，我现在安排人，5分钟之内发你定位。我现在
It's interesting that he's now the one who's usually
支援不安全，
out on the field.
林明很重要，我一定亲自带他回去。
Oh no, 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 you're immediately making me nervous, Salsa, with that kind of a promise. I wonder if the brother was unwilling to betray the SID and that's what made them turn against each other.
招惹什么人了？
黎明，黎明在那儿。
I'm stressing. That alleyway looks decidedly narrow.
定位，前面左转。
I feel like it's gonna take them too long.
黎明，你给我站住！
Crap. This is getting too dangerous. No, 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 no. Talta, frick. Oh, of course. Of course he still died. Like, Talta might have died for nothing. And Talta better not have died. I'm just... Oh, no, 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 no. The moment that you're like, oh no, I will do this myself. I am okay. You can trust me. The question is, was that car on purpose?
乖，听话，啊。哥，
The brother doesn't have the... Oh! Damn, over and over. And that was a nice foreshadowing, having the cutaway shot be to an ashtray, which is what... the fact that there's absolutely no movement there. Has someone thought to call the ambulance? Talta took the full brunt of that. I am... He looks like he might be okay. Or at least have a fighting chance. Of course. That's a lot. That's...
小五，快救救黎明！快，油箱漏了，油箱漏了！
Okay, and you got...
太危险了，都别喝了！
Okay, and what about Talta? Oh my soul. You better not leave him. Talta cannot die. No, 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 no. I am not prepared for him to die. I'm... No, 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 no. No, no, no. No. No, no, no. Please. Please. Come on. This actually were a little bit better in terms of graphics than the previous explosion. Please, let Talta be okay.
到底怎么回事？我们是在南湾区北边，查理班的旧城区追上黎明。
You should also get checked out. Just because you're
一没路口就
still conscious doesn't mean that.
想把他挤开。我刚检查完黎明，还没来得及过去，车就炸了。那兄弟被碎片击穿了颈部，
Oh.
现在正在抢救。
我不是让你们等支援吗？为什么还？
我们是在等你们。
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 我们是在等你们。 我们是在等你们。
Yeah.
老大，
把我当爹的人了，哭什么呀？
And now he's allowed to cry.
黎明呢？还活着吗？还活
He
着。
better be.
他
Fuck.
被另一辆找个信得过的人盯住了，住院也好，抢救也好，24小时1秒钟都不能松懈，只要黎明还活着。
Look at. Can we just take a moment to appreciate Pesu taking charge because WEIZHAO is currently just unable to? Like, he's there, but he's not there.
先坐下歇会儿吧。
We could have gotten an arm on the shoulder. I feel like if there's anything that justifies it, it would have been this moment. I'm glad Pesu's here.
只不过，这看似是组织灭口的行为，还是让人怀疑。
Good, distract him.
当时我们一个一个跑，但其实这些事情杜国昌都已经交代过了。为什么组织要这么着急除掉他？
Good question.
会不会是他接触过组织的核心，看到陶泽满大街的抓捕黎明后，意识到了什么，派皮卡过去灭口，来不及。
They would have had to. This is too close for my sanity. And then the like soft shishong that he just throws into every single sentence. I don't know why it gets me, but it does. But yeah, that would have been way too late. They would have had to have someone planted ready in a car. In the area, which might imply that they'd been watching him for a while.
不用管对方到底是组织还是亲历者，也不用去判断他们到底有什么目的。我们中间有人泄露了消息。
And I just really hope it's not Mr. You're a dad now, please stop crying. Because he's the only one that we don't know enough about, but he always seems like he's part of the core group. You can just see the pain of him having to suspect. You better not have something to do with this, or so help me. The fact that WEIZHAO didn't have a chance to break down.
有个女孩好不容易鼓起勇气约她出去，她对着人家的眼影说：“你把眼圈都磨黑了，赶紧回去洗吧。”那个店员也不知道，谁发现这花花世界，男人光可爱不行。后来慢慢就大。
Yeah, but Talta is so much more than just a cutie pie, and he is still also a cutie pie.
都是细水长流。
Oh.
你一不留心，可能都发现不了。
You better not have betrayed his trust. Because I'm scared that that's what WEIZHAO is picking up on.
都快能直接出版了。
What, everything that he took responsibility for? That was WEIZHAO's? Thank you for the hand on the shoulder, I appreciate it. Okay, let's get the verdict. Yeah, even Pesu had to take a moment.
林梅醒了。
啊，那你知道林涛可能已经死了，而凶手很可能是你的丈夫林明吗？
Oh.
回答我，侯素芬。
Oh, she at the very least suspected, I think.
你别缠着我，你给我滚开，林涛！你别缠着我，你阴魂不散，你给我滚开！缠着我，滚开！
Oh, so it's not even a suspected. It's I'm pretty damn sure.
我们家非得把那2棵树给砍了。他跟我说，那2棵树不吉利，会克
What?
他。
What did he bury his?
我就觉得他有点不对劲儿。
那房子在哪儿？
Did he bury the body there?
那房子
Yeah. Glad we're on the same wavelength, because I was like wondering if I was misunderstanding something. Who was it who made the call? Was it Wei? I mean, they only have to check what his call log was. Oh, found something. Might not be a body. Okay, never mind. Definitely a body. Hold on. WEIZHAO case looks suspicious. The inspection team has already been stationed. Be careful with everything. Oh, the shots. The moodiness. The way that they framed her when she was holding Tao's hand was deeply uncomfortable, which is why I'm like, it immediately set me on edge, even though I'm already on edge, obviously.
说话不清楚，严重一点就干脆没有办法恢复正常的认知水平。
So
什么？
even if he recovers because of the nerve damage and everything, and seemingly brain damage potentially, depending on where you're at, you know, what country you're in, a lawyer could discredit a testimony by saying like, but he can't fully communicate what's going on, or he might be misremembering things, so therefore, you know, his word can't be trusted. So even in the best case scenario, he wouldn't be able to, I don't think he'd be, they'd be able to use him as a witness. You have Pesu.
还有我。
Okay, I wasn't expecting to say that. And Pesu has a lot of very trustworthy people.
骆队，你让我去查当天和陶夫在一起的人和车辆使用情况，都在这儿。还有2份履历，一份是小五哥的。
I can't get over Pesu being the emotional support right now. Like, as long as Tao gets through this, this might be one of my favorite scenes.
我调查了他的档案，他以前在咱们组第5行动队干过，那时候5队的队长
Zhang?
是杜祖。
Oh.
我知道他是烈士，我也知道这话说给南湾的人，他们得揍我。在抓捕之前，他4连杜祖，这就是事实。
Well, yeah, okay. I mean, that's a fair point. I'm glad she brought it up. But it's good that it was Xiao Hanyang who investigated this, because he is not as emotionally attached to the SID as a whole. So he is more likely to be a bit more objective about these things.
基本所有的外勤人员都碰过，如果是车的问题，我们队里所有人都有嫌疑。
Xiao Chao needs to calm down, because he's just stating facts, and this, she begged to be let in on things, which means she has to keep a cool head to prove that it wasn't a mistake to let her in on things.
孔卫城下葬的时候，你得去磕三个头，给他赔不是，否则陶泽都不会放过你。
It's not Shao Hanyang's fault that he's the bearer of bad news, okay?
别空着手，去申请配枪。申请配枪。
是。
Yeah, I mean it's scary how dangerous things have suddenly become, but it makes sense.
就他那个人品，口说无凭，督促他。
like, maybe I'm being too generous because it's totally possible that they framed Director Du in a positive light in the previous episode to throw suspicion off of him. But it did feel like if someone was going to be framed, it would be Director Du. So I'm currently leaning towards the idea that he is being framed. But by who?
师兄，你认识杜总的时间比我早。你觉得杜总是一个什么样的人？
The kind of justified touching that we're getting in this episode.
大半夜提着砍刀，去他家找他报仇。
Damn. I was wondering if that was gonna come into play at some point.
我为什么要怀疑他？他不可能这么做的，而且。
It's difficult because I get where he's coming from, but at the same time, I can't help but feel that in his line of work, it actually speaks to how thorough he is, that he can look past his emotions and still admit that there's something odd here. But of course, that's not going to take away the guilt of having that feeling.
你听说过二维世界的生物是如何看待三维世界的我们吗？
Do you share?
他更看不到，其实我们根本就不想伤害他。
Okay.
你为什么还要让一个不知道动机的行为来干扰你的判断？
That was different from what I was expecting him to say. Like, he's actually kind of encouraging WEIZHAO to trust his gut that Captain Du is fine. Director Du, sorry.
你说的对，早就习惯了。师兄，你知道这件事情给我一种什么样的感觉吗？不管是
I'm curious.
证据一个接一个的，按照排列好的顺序出场。
你在想，这跟10年前的火销案一模一样。
I mean,
世界上发生的一切，我们不如从现有的线索入手。这还是师兄你给我上的第一课。
那我现在去把咱们唯一的线索踹响，来得及吗？
你还记得5月份的合纵义案子吗？那个时候，我在你的办公室接受审讯，
配合调查。
好吧，配合调查。
uh-huh.
当时我就开始怀疑，从头开始，从头开始。
I mean, that actually makes sense. The way he was so embarrassed about the fact that he suspected Pesu. Guys, the transparency with which they're dealing with each other, I can't deal.
就注定了所有事情的都不中，就好像是有人故意在把那个地方发生的阴私事儿往你们面前推。
And we did see the janitor picking Xiao Mao. Was it Xiao Mao? But the guy that they just mentioned up afterwards.
除非陈震并不是金彩虹所杀，他是清理者。那天的红发大关里面。
The fact that he has the blue and Pesu is the red.
也许就不会犯下之后的谋杀。第二个案子，苏家。
I'm just thinking if Dr. Pan is somehow involved in this, or Dr. Pan's mentor, and they're of the belief that zero empathy people can only ever be harmful and need to be eradicated, more or less. then suddenly the janitor's agenda becomes a lot clearer to me. So we have the organization doing their thing, and then the janitor working against them and viewing Pesu as having dirty blood because he has the blood of a apath.
被刺激，刺杀周怀瑾，被毛利灭口。这些事儿都归于。
毕竟他能够买到的杀人服务，可远比远程操纵一个普通的女人要更加的安全、有效、可靠的多。
毛利灭口董小青的事儿，他们可能是不同的人，也有可能是同一个人的分身。
Why was that so attractive? Sorry?
都是他们的人。
他们可能是不同的人，也有可能是同一个人的分身。最后魏文轩交代，说他并不想杀死冯明，而是想找一个打手好好教训他一顿。
但是 A13却不是这么告诉
哦，
他让服务员、快递，这些的确都是最容易让人放下警惕的一群人。
也是一群放在人堆里面。
他们就是要把那些已经在新州盘根错节的零度共情者，一个个铲除掉。
前3个，
which means that Pesu might be in danger soon.
就像是一团看不见动机的迷雾。
Because it feels like Pesu's been setting himself up as bait. Why is that like?
感觉马上就要到了。
They're so in sync. It's them.
这就是他们的，谁会记得一桩10年前的旧案
？Sit a little bit closer still. What are you thinking?
其实我手头还有一个线索，应该就这几天就能来消息了。
From WEIZHAO. Damn! Ha! That completely lured me into a false sense of security. I was like waiting. Oh goodness. Wow. Yeah, I'm really still worried about Taza. I still unfortunately don't trust the girl, and there was constantly this thing from Taza when he was messaging, when he was listening to the janitor, her text would keep popping up, and at the time I said, you know, I'm hoping it's just a coincidence, but that could be like the subtle foreshadowing of, oh, she's working with the janitor. But if that's the case, there would be no, like, the janitor seems intent on exposing zero empaths and exposing the organization where all the zero empaths are connected and hiding. So they would have no motive for killing the informant and, by extension, injuring and almost killing Taza. So I feel like I'm either understanding this wrong or I'm missing a puzzle piece. Or obviously because regardless of whether or not she's with the janitor, there would be no motive for almost killing Taza if it was the janitor's work. Hence why I think it has to be the organization. But as much as like it pains me what happened to Taza, and I really hope that he recovers and he's okay, the amount of like taking charge and emotional support that we saw from Pesu in this episode because of it, amazing. But it is like a part of me, as much as I really enjoyed it, it does worry me a little, because it shows that, at least from my perspective, it seems like WEIZHAO's so cool under pressure when he is the one directly in danger. But the moment that it's either Pesu or Taza, he kind of shuts off a little bit. He still tries to make the right calls and things like that, but we saw how he totally like detached himself from work when he was waiting for Pesu to recover, and Talza had to take the brunt of it. And now again we saw when Talza was injured, Pesu had to be the one to keep him grounded. So there's definitely a weakness there, and I just hope that it doesn't get to them in a very crucial moment where he needs to keep a clear head, and because of the pattern that we've seen established, he can't. But I'm just really glad that Talza and Pesu were there in those moments that he needed them, and where he couldn't be the leader that he needed to be because of the emotional pressure that he was under. And it's really nice that he does have that weakness. It feels very human and very real, and he can't always be this cool, calm under pressure, you know, unflappable person. It would not endear me to him as much as the way that he is now does endear me to him. So anyway, just a great episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought, and otherwise I'll see you in the next one. 再见。